wait, that's me.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Games with BK YouTube channel. If you can't follow along with the Star Wars text on the screen, just check out my description box. But basically, this is the 2026 WNBA draft class file that I'm working with in NBA 2K25. You cannot download this draft class directly in 2K Share, but there was a commenter who put me on to Richie 2K's workaround that does allow you to download the draft class files. But long story short, you download a My Scenario file, you go into the draft pool, you can then save that draft class to your hard drive and then go ahead and upload it into your own franchise mode. So that's the workaround in a nutshell. If you're still rocking with 2K25, you can download it, edit it at your will, and I hope you enjoy. Give me some feedback if you can. So this is basically version 2 of that draft class file that I uploaded a couple of weeks ago, or a few weeks ago at this point. And once again, I got to shout out that commenter who put me on to the Richie 2K method that will allow me to share this draft class file with other fans who are still holding on to the 2K25 video game. I think I mentioned this in the other video, but I do not proclaim myself to be some kind of super all-knowing expert in terms of women's basketball, women's college basketball, or anything like that. But I am a fan, and I do have NBA 2K25, and I'm trying to keep this game live with my WNBA franchise. So that's why I wanted to make draft classes for it. So I'm trying to work on this 2026 draft class. I'm kind of a good ways through a 2027 draft class file, and I'm kind of working on the 2028 draft class file. I don't know if I'm going to be able to play out all of those years with this franchise mode that I'm working with, the New York Liberty, but I did want to work on that, on those files as a way to kind of extend the life of 2K25, since I'm one of these fans who don't really like to buy the game year after year. Now, moving along, as far as the players in this draft class file, they are based off a variety of different sources. One off the top of my head, like Hunter Cruz, Point Out Radio. I check out Women's Masterclass. I think that's a channel too that talks about basketball players and basketball prospects. Online resources, I think Her Hoops. I think that's one of the sites that I check out. But basically, I go online, look for the mock drafts, look for databases with players that are projected to be drafted, or like at least senior players who are draft eligible, and then I just kind of work around it from there. The ratings might be hit or miss, because again, I'm not going to pretend to have watched every player multiple times, but I've seen them at least in highlight packages, which can be misleading, and prospect scouting videos. And I have watched some of these players in games as well, but like all of that stuff is hard to really encapsulate into a overall rating or playing style. You got to be really, really on top of the game to do that stuff the way that I see others do. But I'm doing my best. But I am opening the door for people who are able to download this file via the My Scenario method. If you're a women's basketball fan, you follow basketball, like follow the sport, really follow the sport, I'm hoping that you give me some feedback. Like, I'm really open to constructive criticism and opinions on how to improve the draft class file, improve ratings. Now with the draft ratings, I try not to make them too high, because I know that there are rookies out there who don't really come in and dominate the game like that. But there are also some rookies who may develop over a couple of years and then really hit their stride. So I try to find out what a reasonable rating might be, which is why you might see some players in the mid 70s or low 70s, because at least they're like serviceable in the game. And like the third round prospects, that's when you might see them kind of drift a little lower, because they're long shots to even like make a roster, period. So with all of that said, I'm going to let the rest of this video play out. Again, I'm going to encourage anyone who downloads this file and are big time women's college basketball fans to just leave your feedback in this comment section. Give me some opinions on what some of the ratings should be, even attire choices. We're kind of limited. 2K, I don't know why we don't have goggles and other types of like face masks and other things like that. But we're kind of limited, so the appearances are what they are. I'll say this, as far as cosmetic touches, I've tried to find out whether or not a player has an NIL brand deal with a sneaker company or some kind of sneaker affiliation. And if they did, I tried to outfit them in that brand's sneaker. If I can find the exact shoe that they wear, then I'll put that in there. But otherwise, I'll try to find a shoe from the brand, and then I'll trick it out even further by giving them a colorway that either corresponds to their college that they play for, or like their nation of origin if they're an international prospect. So things like that. I try to add a little customization flares to make this file my own. So again, give me the feedback. I need that feedback. Thanks for checking out this video, and if you got some time, check out some of the other content that we have in the Games with BK YouTube channel.
Wait, that's me.